Yeah. It's a brother up north better than Jordan. He ain't get that break. Welcome back to the Break Podcast. Here on this podcast, we acknowledge all athletes who was a star in their city. Today's no different. We got my boy, Avery.
What up, money?
What's good, brother?
What's good, man? Happy on this Sunday. Just watched LSU go to ham on Iowa.
I
The right
watched.
way.
I watched it. I seen the
Yeah.
girls get down one time.
Dog, I feel like at the end of the game, the refs was trying to get Iowa the game. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, it wouldn't be right if they didn't do that.
Yeah, man. But them girls play hard. It's actually my first game I didn't watch. I watched yesterday. What they played Friday or something like that.
Yeah.
I watched Friday, but I just wanted to see what old girl was about because everybody's talking about Caitlin.
No,
But LSU, they played well. They
no,
played well.
they played very well. I knew they.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they didn't let one person beat them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, she's a
Right.
baller. She's a baller.
Yeah.
It's a team game. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? I'm surprised. Like as I'm just sitting here, this is my first time watching her play. All of her shots is going left.
Yeah.
Like that's her pickup. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Mhm.
surprised they kept letting her go left. You know what I mean? Like shield her to the right side, and if she make that shot, then you live with it. You know?
You know, it's so funny. The coach, everybody she probably played, they all probably been telling him, make her go right.
Right. Right.
Oh,
right.
make her
Right.
go right.
Yeah.
Still,
She's still nice though.
yeah, she
Her
nice,
release is so quick though.
nice,
That's the thing.
nice,
And
nice.
deep.
And she deep, she tall, so you don't know when she go.
Right.
No, it's gone.
Now, how you think she gonna do in the league though?
Ball,
She gonna
ball.
be straight.
She gonna be straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gonna be
Yeah.
straight. She gonna be straight.
Yeah.
She's a baller.
Yeah.
Listen,
When
wait.
you got a clip like that, anywhere you play, like, I mean, that was the same thing they said about Steph. You know what I mean? But when you got a clip, you could play anywhere. Look at Trey. You know, Trey ain't that big. Trey
Huh.
Young ain't that big. But when you can let it go,
What
it's
else?
rap.
What else could they say about you when you can let it go? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's the object of the game.
Right.
You could
I
do
tell
that
my kids
well.
because you yeah.
Hey,
I tell my kids all the time, I got I got a basketball training business out here in Cupertino.
okay,
And I'm like I only got like two kids that's just natural shooters. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like they just young and they just got it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Everybody else, we really got to get the mechanics down. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I tell them like shooting is the hardest part of the game. You know what I mean?
It's
So if you got that already, all you got to do is improve on the other things. You know what I mean? But these kids don't work hard. they,
no.
they don't work
Listen.
hard.
Wait.
They don't
Before
work
we get
hard.
off to a tangent, because I could do this all
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Listen.
Whole time.
Okay. Y'all see, this really my man's. Okay, listen.
Right, whole time.
Can you tell the people your name and where you from and what high school you went to?
Oh, for sure. My name Avery Hardman, from Chicago, Illinois. If you're from Chicago, I'm from Maywood, Broadview, Westchester area. If you ever seen the documentary Hoop
Yeah.
Dreams, I went to that high school, St. Joseph High School. The same coach that pretty much coached Zeke, like the real Isiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Back in the '80s Pistons. I was coached by that same coach, and
Mm.
I was class of 2012.
Okay, listen,
Yeah,
we gonna jump right up. Look, we gonna take this in a whole nother direction because you just
got
threw
to.
that at me. Listen,
Yeah,
how was it playing for a legendary coach?
man, I tell you what, dog. It was crazy because when I was hooping, I ain't even like him. You know what I mean? When I was on the team, I ain't even like him, dog. You know what I mean? Because it was like he he was an amazing coach. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like he was
right.
the best coach I've ever had.
Yeah,
Not only was he a good coach, in order to be a good coach, you got to be a good teacher. You got to be able to teach the game. You know what I mean? That's why you see a lot of greats when they leave basketball, they can't be coaches. You know what I mean? Because things just came to them. You know what I mean? They was just gifted naturally. But he was able to break the game down in simplest form as
yeah.
to where a 7-year-old can understand it. But the reason why I ain't like him was I was a point guard. You know what I'm saying? The point guard, you gotta run the whole show. You know
That's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying? And some things that I wouldn't even think was my fault. You know what I mean? He yelling at me, and I'm just like, I ain't even take the shot. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even. But you don't want to gave him the ball to take the shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So a lot of things when I was a shorty, I just didn't understand. You know what I mean? I just didn't understand. But now that I'm older, and I coach on my own and stuff like that, fully understand what the man was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
of course. Okay,
Yeah,
what age did you pick up a ball?
man, Joe. I ain't started hooping until like fifth, sixth grade because I was a baseball player. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, I was a baseball player heavy. You know what I mean? Like I'm left-handed playing third base. You know what I mean? Like I was decent. You know, everybody said they was nice, but I was nice. I was
Yeah,
decent.
yeah,
Now the thing is, I'm from Chicago and we get cold weather. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So after a while, I'm like, man, I gotta find an indoor sport. You hear me? I can't I can't keep playing because we start baseball in March. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? In
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chicago, that's still winter. You know what I mean? Like it's
Right,
still mad cold. But man, I had a coach. I had a coach named Coach George. I was just playing at the park. We go to the park, we play,
right.
and he took me to my first game. You know what I mean? And we drove like 40 minutes. I'm like, damn, Joe, where we going? And we hooping, and I'm mad tired. You know what I mean? I'm hooping, but I did have just natural. I was naturally gifted. Right when I picked up a ball, I had a hezzy game. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
was able to. Wasn't a great shooter, but I had an eye. I could put the ball where it needed to be. And man, Joe, that first game, we going to play. I had this big old shirt on. I mean, the sleeves was all the way past. You know how we used to wear it back in the day. And man, Joe, after that first game, I'm like, I can be nice at this. Like, I think I can be decent. I just need to work on some things. You know what I mean?
huh?
But after that first game, that's when I found my love, bro.
Yeah. Was it somebody that was working with you when you was young, or was it just you? Just I got to get inside. I'm with
Yeah.
the homies and we just.
No, bro. Yeah, it was no like I didn't really have no this is what I tell my kids all the time. My guidance was NBA players. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
will watch. I don't know if you remember this show called NBA Fit?
NBA sound familiar.
NBA Fit. What they used to do is they'll take you through the daily, day to day of an NBA player. You know what I'm
Gotcha,
saying? And when
gotcha.
I was a shorty, I had seen it. I remember seeing Chris Paul. It was Chris Paul and it was Nate Robinson.
Okay,
And they was doing certain workouts and they'll wake up at like 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning,
getting it.
going to work out, then they'll go get something to eat, come back working out. So already in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I want to make it to the NBA, these are things that I gotta do. I just
Yeah,
gotta work hard. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? As I got older, people would be like, oh, you got a great work ethic. I'm just thinking that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like this is how you get better. But really, I didn't really find like real guidance until like maybe sixth grade, seventh grade, like
Really?
seventh grade, really, when I found another coach and he'd tell me certain things like try to do this, try to do this. But as a shorty, we ain't really, well, at least where I'm from, we ain't like had trainers. Like to have a trainer wasn't a thing. You know
No,
what I mean? Like
it wasn't a thing. Me coming up either. For surely.
exactly. Y'all just probably went to the park
No,
and you just play every day.
I'm
You know
just
what I
getting
mean? You
hot
just
every day.
play and you get better like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't into high school where I really like, okay, we got a regimen now. You know what I mean? We go to
Mm-hmm.
the gym from this date, from this time to this time, and we working on all of these things. And
Yeah.
right when I found that, right when I mixed that talent with that work ethic, that's when my game really started to bloom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. What is this freshman year? Is this 10th? What
This is about freshman year because growing up in my town, I was the best one in my town. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
that's
when
you standing on
yeah,
that, huh?
yeah, on the real,
Yeah,
cause it ain't like I'm not saying like the best in Chicago, cause
yeah.
Chicago a big dumb
Right.
city. You know what I'm
Right. No, but
saying?
in your
It's
in
huge.
your
You know what I mean? In my little you dig, I was the best one.
yeah.
Come to freshman year, right? I played a freshman year. I'm in a system now, cause I was more of a like one-on-one. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
ain't like
Right.
curling coming off screens. So that was kind of foreign to me. So I had to learn how to play the game. But I ain't started playing travel ball till my freshman year that summer. And
Mm. Can you tell
that's
me
when I
the name of
realized,
that team?
yeah, Illinois old school.
Okay.
Illinois old
Okay.
school.
Go ahead.
And it was that summer where I'm just like, motherfuckers is cold around the nation. Like, I ain't like I got work to do. You know what I mean? Like I need to put this work in. I was nice, you know what I mean? I was still saucy, you know what I mean? I was still killing, but like I ain't the best no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what lit that fire under me. You know what I mean?
Do you remember a player or a specific team that you watch and you like, ooh,
Yeah,
whoa, whoa,
yeah,
whoa. I
yeah.
got to go back to the lab.
Yeah, definitely. It was EA Sports. We came out here in Vegas.
Mm.
Now, like
Yep.
when you playing AAU, these miles, the real good team, they 6'7" already. You know what I mean? They 6'5", 6. The guard is 6'3". You know what I mean? So I'm just like, all right. So one thing I had is I always had hezzy. You know what I mean? Like I always had a hezzy game, and I had a nice floater game. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So playing against bigs and stuff like that wouldn't. I was always the smallest person because I ain't hit a growth spurt like that summer. I was like 5'4" going into high school. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like I was small. And that summer, I grew to like 5'9". You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like I hit a nice little spurt, but it was when we was playing EA Sports, Aki, out here in Vegas.
right.
I'm like, these dudes are nice, and it was like 3 players on the top 50 in my class. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you able to gauge, like, all right, am I like that, or how much work do I need to put in to
Yeah,
really get to that level? You know what I mean? But that
yeah.
that was an eye opener. And one last thing, so I had a hezzy cross. Now, a lot of people cross from east to west or from
Right,
west to east.
right.
My cross, and I'll send you a video. My cross was from north to south.
North to south.
Like I'm yanking you,
I,
you
I,
know
I,
what I'm saying? And
I,
I'm rising.
I'm here with
Exactly. So what my AAU team would do is if we get the tip, I get the ball and we go 1-4 low. Like this
you.
is every game. This is the first play of the game, my key. So we go and my whole bench is standing up. I'll come do my pat and I do the cross and I'll shoot the shot. Most of the time I get them on the move, shoot the shot.
Yeah,
And when I shoot the shot, my coach yell, "Got them!" right when they go in. That's like a daily. That's like a game to game thing. We playing this team from Kansas City. I'll never forget. And I got the school Drake coming to see me. You know what I mean? So
right.
they watching. I'm like, all right, I got to turn up. Aki, I go and get in my bag. I do this move for the first time in life. In life. Hey, this man don't move. I do the move. He doesn't move. I'm sitting there like, oh man. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't never happened. I'm like, this gonna be a long game. You know what I mean? This gonna be a long game. Now you know AAU, you playing 3 games in one day. You know
Of
what I mean?
course.
I'm tired too. But that ain't no excuse. So that's when I realized, like, dang, people nice around the country. You know what I mean? Like people nice. And you gotta go put that work in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was your favorite year in high school at your high school? What was your favorite year?
At
Freshman.
my high school, it had to be maybe hmm, my junior year.
Well,
And it wasn't like I was really killing like that. Cause I want the best on my high school. Like I want the best. My homie that just got finished playing in France, he was the best player.
can we
Right.
get his name? Can we shout him
Yeah,
out?
no, definitely. Reggie Johnson. Reggie Johnson. He went to Hampton, he went to the tournament, and
Yeah.
he played about 7 years overseas. He played in Finland and a couple other countries.
Mm-hmm.
But my junior year, so as you hooped. The higher you go, the more politics you got to deal with.
Oh man,
Unfortunately, you know what I mean. It is what it
yeah,
is,
it is what it is.
and so it wasn't like my points per game was really high and stuff like that. The reason why, and I always it helped me in my collegiate career. I wasn't even starting, but it was for a political reason. Everybody in the stands, everyone would be like, "Why isn't Avery starting?" Now
Right.
my assistant coach, he was really good buddies with the starter. You know what I'm saying? With the
Okay.
starting guard. The starting guard wasn't like that, you know what I mean, at all. And I used to do him in practice and everything. You know how it go.
Of
But
course,
I
of
had to deal
course.
with adversity. You know what I mean? Like it was adversity that I had to deal with. But come to playoffs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's when I was really able to shine against really top teams when people over here folded. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like these dudes folded. I'm like, all right, this is my
This is my
time to
time.
really show what I got. You know what I'm saying? So I would say my junior year. And then a lot of times you remember the team that you with. That was a really good team as far as like on the court
Who was,
and just your homies. You know what I mean?
who was on this
Those
team?
things.
Can I
Let's
get
see.
a name?
Notable people would be a kid
Yeah.
named Paul Turner. He ended up going Big Ten, I believe. Like I said, my homie Reggie. It was about it was about it was about 5 kids on that team that ended up going D1, D2. You know what I'm saying? That was nice. That
Yeah.
was decent.
Yeah.
So it was a good year. And in college, I had to deal with some adversity too. So that year really helped me out. You know what I mean?
Give me a game you remember Reggie where he went crazy. That
Oh
you
man.
remember that he went off. That just pop in your head where you like, oh, this boy is, oh my God, he's
Oh man. Oh man. So you know Patrick Beverly, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Of
He
course.
went to Marshall, right? He went to
Got
Marshall High School.
you. Got you.
We both 3A. So in order to make it to the finals, the not the finals, but like the semifinals, we got to go through Marshall every year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now we will play them in a tournament, like maybe in a Christmas tournament, whatever the case.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's Chicago basketball, and homie is just like you you got those players where they got a will to win. You know what I mean? Like they just willed a team.
Absolutely.
Like and it ain't even single-handed. It ain't like he's scoring all the buckets. He may be making the right pass, defensively cutting, you know what I mean, doing what it takes. And it was against Marshall, but it was another game. I forget the school, but I had bad asthma. So I ended up having I couldn't play like the last 6 minutes of the game. And
Yeah.
we was down like maybe 14 with like 3 minutes to go. And dog, I go upstairs, I'm taking a pump, they trying to get me air. I come back down, we up one, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, they like, yeah, Reggie just scored the last 12 points. I'm like, this nigga, yeah, this man going
Going
crazy.
crazy.
But it was no. Okay, so that was high school. I gotta tell you a story for AAU. I keep
Please, come on.
you know Fred Van Fleet that played
Yeah.
for the Toronto Raptors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Fred Van Fleet, this is our freshman year, and we playing at Homestead. We playing in Milwaukee. It's a big switch and dish tournament in Milwaukee.
Okay.
And Fred not known around this time. Like no one know who Fred is. Now my homie got hands. You put that ball in front of him, it's raps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fred, we playing Fred, and he patting the ball and he hitting my mans with some moves where I'm like, damn, I never seen him get shifted like this. You know what I mean? Like now Fred doing this. Now we don't know who Shorty is. Like we don't know who Buddy is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So he doing this thing, but he also a passer. He also getting his teammates involved. You fast forward to like the fourth quarter, excuse me. This man, it's in the clutch. We kind of going back and forth. I go, it's like under a minute 30 at this point, right?
Yeah.
I go to the free throw line. I used to take 5 dribbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I go shoot it. I missed the shot. He on the left of me. He said, if your ass ain't take 5 dribbles, you probably would have made the shot take a hella long.
Here.
After that game, I changed my free throw routine.
Shots fired. Pop, pop, pop.
Hey, I was like, man, maybe I do need to switch to 3 dribbles the whole time. So I make the second. He come back down, so it's seconds on the clock. He come back down. Now we talking crazy. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like we talking
Right.
crazy to each other. He go and he gets fouled, right? My homie fouls him. He at the line, he make one. He said it's over for y'all. Like you lost the game. And my homie the one that fouled him. Reg fouled him.
Right.
Said it's over. You should have never fouled. It's probably like 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds on the clock. He make both of them. They up one. We call timeout. We draw a little play up. Homie Reg do a little, to get the inbound. You want to try to get it on the run, so you do that
Yeah.
little loop. He go in and out cross. He off 1 foot from the half court line, and that motherfucker hit the glass. Dude, game time, game time. We going crazy. So that's the game actually. Well, I'm just like, yo, this man is insane, Joe. Like this man is
nuts.
But yeah, it was
Yeah.
against Fred, and after that, his stock just like blew up. Like
Bro.
each year, his stock point guards around the country was scared to play this man.
Yeah.
I never forget. Do you remember a shorty named Marcus Page? He went to North Carolina.
Yeah.
He played for him. Okay.
Of course.
We played in Waukegan, Illinois. They had just played a game. They had just because they out here beating ranked teams. You know what I mean? And we were too. You know what I mean? Like low.
Okay.
We didn't really have a bigs. Our bigs was probably 6'6". You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we thugging. We scrappy. This man go. Now Fred Van Fleet, coach, he's yelling so the whole gym can hear. Coming up next on this court, Fred Van Fleet against Marcus Page. You want to see it? My point guard finna destroy because he was the number one point guard in the nation. Marcus was.
Right.
He like, my point guard finna destroy this man. Finna destroy him. 30 minutes before the game. 10 minutes before the game. On this court, well out the band. This man fakes an injury, bro. Marcus Page, he does not play the game. And we just like, this nigga soft. Like this, because he knew what time it was. He knew
Yeah.
what time it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Because Fred was really like that. He just
Yeah.
wasn't getting
The
the whatever
notoriety.
you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't
Recognition.
getting
Yeah.
the notoriety like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, to answer your question, that's the game where my homie went crazy. I'm just like, all right, this man, he's stupid. He's stupid.
He the truth. Wait,
Oh
because
God.
you from Chicago, and there's so much
Yeah.
talent that come out of Chicago. So I got to ask you
Yeah.
specific questions.
Mm.
Dopest player you ever seen play with your own eyes in Chicago?
Derrick Rose.
Period.
And I know that's like I now it just had to be Derrick Rose, but I'm gonna give you one that ain't as like duh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I used to watch D Rose in high school. You know what I mean? Like my coach used to take us to the games. You know what I'm saying?
Give me one memorable game from Derrick Rose you see in high school at Simeon.
Oh man, they playing they playing at DePaul. They playing at DePaul. They playing Foreman. I think they're playing
Okay.
Foreman High or they playing Hard Park. One or the other. And Shorty ain't even like Joe. It don't even look like he playing hard. You know what I mean? Like it look like he on a whole different speed. Like, but it don't look like he going fast. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like you
absolutely.
would think like, man, if I was in front of him, I'll be able to stay in front of him. But he just getting by. They talking crazy to him, Joe. He ain't saying nothing. He just the same D Rose that you see on TV.
Right.
That's him. You know what I mean? Like he ain't saying it because he ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? And I'm just seeing this man, Joe. Like this was when his bunnies were just like, you know, when you get to the league, you still got bunnies, but you got some wear and tear on your body.
No,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
That
From
it's nothing
college.
like them young legs.
Yeah.
Young leg. I only got to stretch.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He pumping that joint to his feet, dog. He just throwing the ball through the rim, and I'm like sixth, seventh grade. You know what I mean? Just looking like eighth grade, like man, this man is stupid. But you remember Sharon Collins from he went to Kansas?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, he was the dog. I'm talking about because he played three sports. People don't know that. He was an
Yeah.
All-American in all three sports, bro. Baseball, football, basketball. Yeah, he was
Really.
like that.
You like
He just
that?
decided, he just decided to play basketball. But I was able to see Sharon versus D Rose. And D Rose wasn't like sometimes he'll even take games off, like because he was just that good. You know what I mean? Like now if he
Right.
was on TV, you know, one of them games where you really talking crazy, then he'll turn up. But other than that, he wasn't even really like the games I saw him play. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
It'd just be out there. You know, you might think he didn't have the most silent 28 points. You know what I mean? You didn't see
Of
him.
course.
And
Of course.
they win by 15. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but D Rose though, D Rose was like, he that guy. You know what I'm
Say
saying?
toughest school you ever played,
Mm, man.
where you know you got to get in your bag every time you play these people. Like, all right, man, I know. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah,
I'm playing.
yeah. Man, you know, I got two for you.
Go ahead.
Marshall. Marshall, the one that the Pat Bev. Now I didn't play against Pat Bev because he was
Okay.
like 2, 3 years older than me.
Okay.
But that's just one of them schools in Chicago where even if they ain't got them star players, they just scrappy and they just
Crappy.
good. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
just good every year. But it was one kid in my conference named Tyler, and this man wasn't tall. This is who I have problems with. I didn't have problems against bigger players defensively. You know what I mean? Offensively, I was a good shooter and I was just decent, you know, offensively. But defensively, I took a lot of pride in defense. I was a 94 pick upper. Like I was there every time,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
94 feet.
Full court on you.
Period.
Yeah.
And I had problems with shorter guards that was fast and can finish at the rim.
Mm.
Because if you couldn't finish at the rim, you was out of control. I can just shade you to my big, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and I let
Yeah.
him take care of that. You know what I mean? But I never forget this one kid named Tyler, bro. He went to Marist High School, and
Mm.
it's you probably never even heard of it. You know,
No.
people from Chicago might not heard of it, but he used to give me the most problems because I'm like I know what he gonna do, but this man is so fast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Well, I'm just like, like, all right, let me shade him to his right. You know what I mean? We end up beating him. We end up getting right, but I just knew whenever I played Shorty, I'm just like, I really, really gotta bite down and I gotta focus in. And
Yeah.
actually, another team, bro, is you know a lot of people on the ball, they good defenders,
Absolutely.
but whenever you play them all white teams,
Oh
you
man.
know you finna have to run through 4 screens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Everything
and
right.
they test your off the balls, you know, off
Yeah.
the ball defense.
Yeah.
So playing teams like that is in AAU, it was a Wisconsin swing where
Mm.
I was just like, I ain't never been lit up like this. You know what I mean? Like not not on the, you know what I mean? Like ain't nobody hesitant
Yeah.
me or nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's just I'm just getting hit with it. And I hadn't been taught how to run through screens, dip the
Right.
shoulder, you know, to
Right.
do what you got to do.
Right.
So that's one thing that come to mind when I'm like, yeah, Wisconsin swing.
Yeah.
Wisconsin swing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Give me 2 players you love to play with.
Man, love to play with.
That you all that
Yeah,
just because y'all know each other, the chemistry is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. My homie Reg, like I said,
Okay.
my homie
Okay.
Reg. Cause I know him since 7th grade. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Like, so
Oh yeah.
we end up playing on the same, travel team, 7th, 8th grade. We
Yeah.
went to the same high school, played for the same AAU all the way until we graduated senior year. So that chemistry was there. But it was one other player, his name was his name was Tyree Robinson. He was a transfer from Ball State. This one I'm in college. Now coming into my freshman year of college, I'm supposed to be the starter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I went D2, but my D2 conference was the best conference in the nation because we got all D1 transfers that maybe
Gotcha.
messed
Gotcha.
up academically or they got in trouble, and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what people don't really know, and this college season kind of tell it. People don't really know D1 to D2 with the guard play is not that different because everybody's kind of shorter. It really changed when you get to the bigs. You know what I mean? When you get to them 6'9", 6'10s, athletic, that's
But
where it really changes, right?
that's why I love March Madness though, because sometimes the rankings are just it's just the
Hmm.
rankings, dog. Like when y'all
Exactly.
get on that court, it's different.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
different.
different ballgame, and this college season show it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it shows it. It shows it because it wasn't. I don't think it was one number one team, right? In the like at the Final Four, right?
I think UConn for the men, UConn I think was the only one where they
Were
know
they number one seed,
they were. I don't think they was a number 1 seed, but they were.
but they was like
Uh,
projected to maybe
you
win it?
understand what I'm saying? It's certain
Yeah.
schools where UConn, Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, where you say it and you're not expecting
You know what time it
they're playing
is.
San Diego State, and you're like, what
Right, right.
San Diego?
Florida Atlantic. I'm just
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
who
Where
is
you
these?
like,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, yeah. Exactly. Right.
You know what
So,
I'm saying?
um, but my homie named Tyree Robinson. You can look at. He from Gary, Indiana,
Yeah,
and he transferred from Ball State, and came, and it was just that. It was just that. Because Chicago and Gary, it's like the. Chicago is just a bigger Gary, just like Chicago is just a bigger Oakland. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
That's really what it is. That's why I tell my kids all the time, like you sitting here doing these moves, but it ain't gonna work when you go up against some black kids. You know what I mean? Like they
Right.
picking that easy.
Yeah, yeah,
But Reyes, it was just a mindset where we can talk to each other, a certain way that you really can't. When you a leader, you may have this one teammate, you can't talk to him a
absolutely. Of
certain way or he gonna shut down.
course.
We was able to really push each other verbally, and we always worked out together. Once it came to the game, it was just so easy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Get
Yeah,
2 players you wish you could have played with. Maybe you never
man.
played with them, but always watched them coming up where you like, man, I know if I
Yeah,
was, man, we would have been crazy.
yeah, man. You know what? Man, to believe it or not, it was a shorty named Joe Bannister, and he's a trainer out in East Chicago right now. And we was on the same team. My
Yeah.
last year in college, we was on the same team. In the first actual game of the season, he tore his ACL. Okay, he tore his ACL.
Damn.
And my last college year, uh, that was my best year. You know what I mean? I was balling. Like I had like almost 600 points in one year. You know what I mean? Like I was going crazy that year. But the thing is, that was my first time in college where I was the main player. You know what I'm
Got you.
saying?
Got
So
you.
when you the main player, that whole week they scouting to stop you. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts.
And he would have been that relief for me. You know what I mean? I'm getting doubled off I'm getting hard hedges, all type of stuff where they trying to get the ball out of my hand. And if I got him, if he hadn't torn his ACL that year, because he was like that, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
he had he had dumb hezzy game. He had dumb sidestep game, and he had a clip. You know what I mean? Like, and he was really nice. He would have relieved a lot of pressure off of me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But he tore his ACL, so I wish that year I was able to play. But believe it or not, Aki, you know Kyle Anderson from the Timberwolves?
Of course.
Yeah. He was the number one point guard coming out of 8th grade in my year.
I believe it.
Yeah. He was the same size, bro. He was 6'5", coming out of coming out of 8th grade, bro.
He moves slow, but he got game. I watched him at UCLA all the like.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Thing.
and low key, he got deep, bro. He locks up on the low, because he know them angles. You know what I'm saying?
Locks up. The boy, he got some knowledge up there. You know what I'm saying?
Very smart, very smart.
Very
That's
smart.
why he's in the league now. You know what I mean? He's just smart. You know what I mean? Like you can't be that slow playing in the league like that if you ain't smart. You know what I'm saying?
You absolutely can't.
Yeah, but he's another one that I wish I would have played with just because how good of a passer that he was. You know what I mean? Like, and then like a big guard. Because if you give me a spot up shot, that's cash. You know what I mean? Like no problem. That's cash. Remind me by the end of this. Remind me to tell you how I learned how to shoot too, because this an interesting story. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Look, I gotta ask you this. This part of the segment, you can it's your opinion. It's no right or wrong answer.
Right. Yeah.
Who wins in this matchup? 96 Bulls, 2001 Lakers, or Warriors with KD?
This could be a little biased, of course, but Joe,
it's your world.
I'm 29, right? I was born in 94, right?
Okay.
So I missed that whole Bulls era.
Okay.
Right? And a lot of people my age, they like to act like they watch the games, but you weren't really watching the game. You know what I mean? Like
right.
you was only, 4 years old by the time they won their last championship.
Right.
But thank God I had a coach, Aki, that had full games on the DVD, right? So me and my best friend Reg, and what I was telling you about, we during Christmas break, we would sit downstairs, bro, and just watch full games of MJ, the full game. You know what I mean? Not highlights, anything like that. Joe, no one could stop Jordan, bro. Like I know he's the GOAT, but Joe, like, he was just different.
He different
offensively and defensively. Yeah, yeah.
And he wanted to win. That just
exactly
to
Joe,
win was.
Yeah, he hate losing more than he like to win.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That was the mindset with him, and people see like the Last Dance. What it was called, the Last Dance, right?
Last Dance.
That they now, in my opinion, I just don't think somebody could beat Jordan. I'm biased too, but when it comes to the Warriors, I don't like that team. You know what I mean? Like I was hating on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, Joe, this is not even fair. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, it also depends on the rules. Like
what we playing this today.
Right. Okay. Today, I may have to give it to the Lakers, bro. Like, who gonna stop Shaq?
I hear you, bro.
like my final answer would be the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it'll be the Bulls.
So you going with the Bulls?
But say it again.
You going with the Bulls or?
I'm gonna go with the Bulls. I'm going with the Bulls. That's my final answer. Okay. That's my final answer. But with other people saying I'm gonna go with this team, because you can make arguments for all three teams. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm asking it. That's why.
You can make arguments, which is a great question. Yeah, it's really not. It's really not.
You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta substantiate whatever you're talking about. If somebody just be like, "Oh, bro, who gonna like just some people that don't play basketball, never played anything," it's certain things that right when I hear it, I'll be like, "Okay, I'm not speaking to this person." You know what I mean? Because you just picked up what they said on ESPN and you just regurgitating it to me. You know what I mean? Like you don't even have no real basketball knowledge to back up what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Fact. No, that's a fact.
Yeah, yeah. But I go with the Bulls though. I go with the Bulls. Wait, how about you? What you think?
I'm going Bulls.
Instantly. Yeah. See you was able to watch Jordan too, weren't you? Like,
of course.
Like you was able to watch. Cause how old are you, Aki?
I'm 50. So it's different from my era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was playing in Chucks when I was watching the game. Black and white when I was watching it, man. So
this man here.
Wait. I gotta ask you this, King. Wait. Shaq and Kobe or Shaq and Penny? We literally got 5 minutes.
Shaq and Kobe. Okay.
Shaq and
Kobe. Yeah, that's easy.
You got one. You needed 3. You got all these shooters in their prime. Who you
Steph Curry.
Who?
Steph Curry.
Okay, say no more. That's
Steph
who's in
Curry.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Chicago top 5. Give it to me. All time. For you.
D Rose.
Including yourself. You taking these 5 guys and you
I ain't putting myself in there. I'm humble.
Okay.
D Rose.
All right.
Kevin Garnett.
Okay.
Dang, that's really tough. I may have to go. I gotta go. Quentin Richardson.
Okay.
People don't really know the old Quentin Richardson.
Truth.
Man, what? Anthony Davis. I gotta go AD.
Fact.
Is that 3 or 4?
That's 4. Give me one more and one off the bench. Give me 4.
I would go. I got KG. I got AD. I got. It's crazy because I'm a get off of here and I'm be like, man, I should have said. I forgot.
Of course.
About. Yeah.
Bro.
Man, whole time. I may have to really. You ever heard of Ronnie Fields?
Man, if you don't get up.
Okay. Hey, I don't really know what y'all know out here. Like I don't really know.
Come on, bro. Ronnie Fields is that like.
Hey, he was.
Man, listen, he was
really like.
I'm watching it. The hot.
Stupid.
Like he was.
Like I saw him at a LA Fitness when he was older. I was like, "Can you still do a windmill?" He laughed at me. I didn't even know how dumb of a question that was. You know what I mean? But like he was in his 40s. You know what I mean? Like easy. Like I could easily do it. And I'm just like, that's how crazy his bounce was.
I was gonna ask you if you was gonna put him in there.
Yeah, Ronnie. Yeah.
I got so many.
Went off the bench.
Come on.
Yeah, I have to just because like I seen him play. I gotta go with Sharon. Like Sharon Collins, he was just like that. He was that man to me, and he got a national championship too.
He
got a national championship. Yeah.
What's something you miss about the game,
man?
From a playing perspective.
Yeah. Our key. It made. I just. What I miss the most is like being able to do something in the game that I worked religiously on, like certain moves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, when you do the move and you make a shot on somebody, and they played the best defense they could have played. You know what I mean? Like without fouling.
Yeah.
They hand up everything. They timed it perfect, and you still just smack.
Yeah.
I used to love that feeling walking back. Like I know that was good defense. I know. You know what I mean? Like that was good defense.
Yeah.
That you know what I mean? Period.
Say no more.
Yeah.
What would you tell the 16-year-old you going into your junior year or going into your senior year? What would you tell yourself? What advice would you tell yourself?
Take better care of your body. Take better care of your body. Stretch more. Use more ice. Do a lot of preventative injury stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like just because obviously we didn't, and even as far as eating, you know what I mean? Like we didn't know these things, when we was younger. You know what I mean? But from a recovery standpoint, take a lot better care of your body, because I could just feel that at the end of my college career, my body would just break down. By the end of the season, I just break down, and I would just kind of eat because I had a fast metabolism. You know what I mean? Just because you got a fast metabolism don't mean you can just eat anything. You know what I mean? Like, you got to put those things in your body that will really give you fuel for a whole season. You know what I'm saying? Not just for this game. So probably take better care of your body.
Say no more. Listen,
yeah,
brother, I appreciate you taking this time out, man. We're getting ready to get up out of here. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
Of course, man. Hey, love, Aki. Hey, everybody, keep God first. There's a day. There's a day of judgment. Keep God first. I love you, Aki.
Love you.
All right, man.
All right, my boy. This.